So I got a book out, description down below. Got a brand new tiny house movie out, a legit, real deal, full length movie. We have Tiny House Summer Camp 10 coming up in Vermont, fully hands on, and a DIY graffiti art and craft workshop on the way as well. All down below in the description. Hey, what's up, guys? Deke, Streets Shall Provide. Just landed last night in Los Angeles. Drove out here to Palm Springs. Beautiful Palm Springs, California. Love this place. Getting more of a chance to explore it this time around, which is where we're headed with this. We're checking out the Robolights in Palm Springs. I'm going to just show you instead of telling you what it's about. But we stayed at Caliente Tropico last night, a tiki-themed motel. The place is great. Has this cool tiki bar, The Reef. I highly recommend it. But that said, let's head over to check out these aforementioned Robolights. So 1077 East Gran Via, Valmonte. Kind of fun to say. That is what we're looking for and what you should be looking for if you want to find this joint. So we just looked up real estate, this house across the street, which is gorgeous. Which, if you're into it or not, looks at this. That house is for sale for $3 million. Now, this is the famous photo you see online very often. And at night, it's called Robolights. Everything has lights pointing towards it, and it's lit up. Easy, unmistakable, unmissable landmark if you're giving someone directions to get to your neighborhood. When you see the giant pink robot, take a left. Look, there's like toilet seats. I don't even know what some of the stuff is. Little creature in a cage down there. It says Darian's Inside Move. I'm sure a lot of people donate stuff to this. Look at these skeletal animals. Let me in. I'm like the dude from Poltergeist 2. Let me in. Are you not entertained? I gotta say, I'm into this stuff, but it'd be kind of weird to have all this in a neighborhood like this. Like, what do the neighbors think of it when people like us are stopping and taking photos all the time? It's like this no dumping. It's kind of this mishmash of like flea market and salvage items, like a giant Captain Morgan statue, something from a Chuck E. Cheese, this if Mad Max was sassy combat vehicle. Holy crap. Yeah, that's like the pink Godzilla in there somewhere. That's what I saw online. These are cool in their simplicity. I like the tire legs. I kind of like these. The gas mask. Lone Donald Duck on the carousel. Oh hell. I want to go in there, man. Actually, as you round the corner here, it gets cooler. Like, look at that thing with the Jack-in-the-Box clown head. That's probably 20 feet tall. The pink dinosaur with the tiny head, tiny hands. And it was at this exact moment that I was inspired to do this to my yard, thereby forever ruining my relationship with my neighbors. Driven by Captain Crunch. Wow. Yeah. That's what you do with your broken. Yeah, there's a reuse tip for you. I like the elephant hood ornament. Oh, look at there's a skeleton driving it. That's crazy. The idea is kind of neat, though. Just take something in these everyday, ordinary. You look at the like fake taxidermy deer heads, or an ibex or something like that. But to take something, just paint it all one uniform color. This almost looks like an old school, Starscream, or what was the Transformer dude, or like a GoBot. It's the world's worst little free library in terms of it being protected from the weather. I don't know. I don't even know what this giant thing is. Oh, it's like a little Ferris wheel thing up there. Kitty Ferris wheel. I love this, man. cool free thing to do here in Palm Springs. Definitely check this one out. It's rather spectacular. The fun thing is, if you bring kids here too, there's stuff, well, even for the kid and you, there's stuff hidden everywhere as you look. There's a coin-operated little machine, you know, you'd find outside like a Walmart or department store with Wolverine riding it there. And everywhere you look, there's something you haven't seen before. This is, you know, again, some post-apocalyptic dancer with antlers. Giant taxidermy shark thing. Heat lamps. This is crazy, man. Let's walk around kind of in real time here. So apparently it has certain hours we can go in and visit, and today it said it was open till 11, but I don't see any way to get in. I would gladly make a donation to go in there, because if you look in the background, there's a couple things in the distance I can't quite make out that look rather interesting, as that dude keeps weed whacking in the distance and ruining my audio, that look kind of interesting that I'd love to take a closer gander at, but them is the breaks, I guess. It's still just cool to see this from the street. Even the guy's mailbox is unusual. Here's the driveway, our main entrance. Look at these like combat robot things over here. I think I've used that term already. Oh, look at those dinosaurs hatching out of eggs. You can see way over this fence. Over there's a whole backyard full of stuff. And this, let me zoom in. This is like the float from the, you know, if the river Styx had a boat parade. Those things are pretty frightening looking, like demonic Santas with melted heads. This guy with this crazy Michael Myers mask, if it was made of cheap canvas. Dinosaur bones. A lot of it hidden behind these bushes, so you can't see some of it in there. I thought it was over, and as I round the corner and walk further down, his property's far bigger than I thought. Look at this kind of hang glider thing with the gun turrets, a helicopter maybe. So you can get away with doing some of this in the desert because it doesn't rain so much out here, although the sun probably beats these down over time. Look at this. What are these? Like, where do you find so many of these little plaster heads? There's hundreds of them that adorn whatever this is, like a giant spool. In the distance there, another Ferris wheel. This march or procession of these weird yellow creatures with antlers. A dinosaur made out of plywood. Kids would love this place. And there's all, you can see in there, there's all cement trails that kind of walk you through everything. Man, I want to go in here. This stinks. I'm going to have to come back. This is awesome. This is the, like the Flintstones Beyond Thunderdome golf cart. Everywhere you look, you start noticing smaller details in regards to what these are made up of. Well, that's just random, oh, look at this, like board scraps and such. Each base of the leg, they're upside down Rubbermaid trash cans. There must be something in terms of a skeletal structure pretty strong to hold some of these up, because they're carrying a ton of weight. I gotta admit, as I rolled up, I was cracking some jokes because I wasn't sure what to make of this. I'm into very weird art myself and junk sculptures. I gotta say, I really underestimated this place. I'm very intrigued. I want to see so much more. I want to go in there, but unfortunately, I cannot. Thanks, weed whacker guy. Jeez. Look at this. It's all like doll heads and spray foam maybe worked in to compose the legs. If you can hear anything I'm saying. A giant, is that a super soaker water gun they painted white? Yeah. This one's gotten overgrown a little bit, which probably the neighbors aren't complaining about. It's kind of hidden. This is awesome. The mannequin gun. You ever see that Jamie Lee Curtis movie, Virus? Where it's like machine meets humans in a cyborg form as they take over. It reminds me of some of that stuff. This giant steampunk Christmas tree. Holy, look at this. It's like Disneyland on a budget with a side of acid. This carriage. reminds me of like a garish or clownish version, childish version of Burning Man, in a good way. This is like 10 times cooler than I thought it'd be. 200% recommend you check this out. 300% even. We were running low on time. We're going to do a hike to the Taquish. I've been told it's Taquish or some weird pronunciation like that, the Native American pronunciation. I'm gonna check that out. So we were thinking we might not have time to see this. I'm glad we did. It's actually much larger in scope than the reviews and photos make it out to be. So check that one out. Hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about this? Could you live with this next to your home? Leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.